So, man, you want to start off this cold open?
Yeah, it's might be pretty hot though.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Just saying.
Oh, god damn it! Best shit.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
That's how we do a cold open, guys.
Welcome to Cyborgs and Dragons.
Yes.
I have no idea what we're doing. You'd think we'd learn by like episode 8, right?
Yeah, episode 8, and we're still fucking around. Oh man, but we do know this part. Next up, what's our prompts for this week, man? What was
this
it?
This week, it's clones
and
gold.
Gold. Thank you, Red Rich, for the prompt suggestion again. And that's about it. So, yeah. Gold was submitted by Red Rich. Thank you so much, man. You're my fucking boy. We're our boys. I guess.
We love you.
We do.
Don't tell anyone. They might get jealous.
You're literally the only one that's talking to the show, so thank you so much. But yes, my name's Damien Taco Beans.
And I'm Skeletroid Blockbuster.
Fuck yeah, guys. This is it. Episode 8. The last episode of Cyborgs and Dragons.
Ever?
Ever.
Fuck, this is news to me.
I know, right?
What am I gonna do now? I was banking on this. Didn't we get like a fucking store open recently?
Yeah,
did that go bankrupt already?
Yeah, dude. I need to actually check to see if there's orders. I doubt it, though.
We had our liquidation sale.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I did. We started making merch for the show now. See, it's one thing. It's a button for $2, and it's our Cyborgs Dragons iTunes logo, and it's pretty fucking rad.
Rumor has it that Pogs are coming soon.
Dude, I want to do that so bad, but I really don't know how to do that. Or if that's just like a niche of a niche of a niche of a fucking demographic that even knows what that is.
Alright, well, I'm gonna throw this offer out right now. If you're listening to this and we eventually make Pogs, and you're the first person to send us a handwritten page that says your name and your soul on it, I will send you a whole fucking thing of Cyborgs and Dragons Pogs.
I did not expect
on the house.
I did not expect you to go demonic on me, man. Fucking souls.
Well, it's kind of like that episode of The Simpsons, right? Where Bart sold his soul, and then Milhouse traded it for Alf Pogs.
Oh! Yeah, that went over my head.
You remember Alf? He's back. In Pog form.
In Pog form. Dude, I fucking love that show. But this is not the Simpsons cast, or the Pogs cast, or the 90s cast. This is Cyborgs and motherfucking Dragons, man.
Man, maybe I'll do the Pogs cast after this show ends.
I mean, the branding is just there.
Yep.
The Pogs cast. Sweet, so next episode, the Pogs cast. Rad. But yeah, I actually didn't really have Pogs as a kid. I had Tiddlywinks because I'm that guy.
Weirdo.
I know. You know what else is weird? Fantasy. Let's get to it.
Aw, yeah.
So on this story of today, whatever day you are listening to this episode, that's the day. My story is called It's Like the Clone Wars, but better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm in.
That's a fucking, like, probably a feat I cannot match, but that's the title. The town of Giggleburp was named as such because the first king of Bumdagger, King Harry Cockfist, giggled and burped just before he named the town. Much like the time King Cockfist ordered his sister, Brazilian Cockfist, to shove a dagger up a jester's bum. But that's a story for another time.
I can't wait for that time.
Right?
I really hope that gets its own story.
It might. I don't know at this point. Because at first we were starting the show like, hey, I planned some shit out. Like the first 4 episodes, I planned my everything. And now I'm like, just putting fucking keys to a fucking chalkboard. I'm just doing whatever the fuck I'm doing. So, it was a chilly, snowy blanket night over the town of Giggleburp. Barry Savesoul, a human ranger, was safe inside his home. He was eating a hot cup of soup under a blanket while his pet albino panther named Z was purring on the floor next to him. The soup was, of course, holy shit death soup with real chunks of unicorn meat melting away in the broth. God damn, it's cold in here. He looked at the fantasy version of a thermostat and it read 65 degrees. Barry gave an eye roll and thought about his girlfriend that always put the thermostat at a level that would most likely give you frostbite on your dick. He walked over and turned it up. The thermostat change proved not to do too much, so Barry hopped in the shower, hoping to warm up his handsome skin. He lathered up his auburn hair with some ooze from a shampoo slug from the tub's rim.
Shampoo slug?
Yeah, shampoo slug, dude. You don't know what a shampoo slug is?
I do now.
Barry's smile widened when the warm water hit his ripped as fuck pube region. Like his pubes muscles had a fucking 6-pack. Barry looked down at the water glistening off his junk and blew a kiss and a wink. Yeah, this guy is sensitive as fuck too. Watch out, ladies.
Watch out, everyone.
I know, right? Just then, the unthinkable happened. The water turned into a thick sludge of gold. You would think that this would be awesome, but no. No. In Bumdagger, gold is in such low demand and a staggering high amount of supply that it is a nuisance. Barry got out of the shower and called up a plumber on the crystal ball net. Meanwhile, in the ominous spike tower on the mountain overlooking Giggleburp, lurked the heinous, hideous, other H-words, and just downright evil Demonia Heck. She was a dark sorcerer, and her weapon of choice was a scythe with a crescent moon blade, and also had a yellow ogre eye that magically suspended in the center. Fucking cool, right? Yeah. It bled from its pupil from time to time to be extra evil and shit. She wore a metal saberhawk skull on top of her straight jet black hair. Inscribed on the inside of the skull wrote, "To my baby sister, love you more than exposition itself." Dun dun dun.
That sounds like it might have some double meanings there.
Yeah, maybe in the futures, or you just pick up on the super obvious clue.
Say what?
Yeah. Demonia walked around her home, plotting for her next evil scheme. She said aloud, "What should I do?" Last time. Remember how, like, 2 episodes ago where I said that I make up the voices on the spot? Yeah, that just happened, and I was super surprised as what I came out, as well as you probably were. Last time I poisoned the water supply, but Barry stopped it. Or how about the time I turned everyone into spiders, and Barry thwarted me again? She paused in a revelation. That's it! I must destroy Barry Savesoul if I ever have a chance to be as evil as my heroes. She walked down a long spiral staircase, not saying a word. She pushed in a secret stone on the wall, and a secret door opened. She carefully walked inside, lifted her right hand in front of her face, and performed an illumination spell to light her way. She creeps to a massive 100-foot painting on the back wall of the room. But how do I destroy someone I love? She lifted both her hands to fully light the room. The painting was of Barry, and around it was candles, rose petals, and a jar of his own hair. Don't ask me how she got that. Ew.
I'm getting a Hey Arnold vibe from this.
Dude, Dude, legit, that's exactly what I was thinking when I wrote it.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, dude.
Internet high five.
Yeah! Nobody knows why I'm laughing so hard. Just then, like a flash, he had an idea. I know! If I clone Barry, I can keep the real one and send the clones to do my bidding. She raised her hands in front of her mouth and girl screamed in excitement. Demonia raced upstairs with a jar of hair to execute the plan. She placed the hairs on a cookie sheet, sprinkled some magic, and placed it in the oven at 500 degrees for 45 minutes. Which is pretty fast, in my opinion. The clones exploded out the oven with great force. There were 5 clones to be exact, and each one was more evil than the last. Demonia strolled over to the explosion. Hello, boys. You ready to do some evil? They all nodded. All right, you 5 must go to the town and find this man. She hands over a photo of Barry. Now go, my clone minions. Wreak havoc. The team fled as Demonia crackled for an hour. In town, the 5 clones were destroying everything. The candle shop was leveled, Miss Clearly's famous pie store was annihilated, and, well, I guess that was about it. So far. Back at Barry's place, he was watching the fantasy version of TV and flipping through the channels. He landed on the live news report headline, Barry isn't saving our souls! And the hour was obviously in a caps for dramatic effect. Barry wore a confused look on his face. But I'm right here. Just then, one of the clones punched out the cameraman, grabbed the camera, started face-fucking the cameraman on live TV.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We are looking for the one you call Barry. The cameraman starts saying words through his gags. The clone points the camera on his face. What was that? The clone said as he put his dick out of his mouth. I said my name is Barry. The clone shot lasers from his eyes right into the cameraman's Barry's face. Instant death.
Oh, man.
I know. You guys you can't fuck with them, man. The clone lifted the camera back to his face. Back to you, Janet. In the news studio, Janet the anchor was stunned. What do we do now? She asked her crew. Everyone shrugged their shoulders. Should we run a memorial for Barry? All of her co-workers nodded. Okay, well, with these recent turn of events, I am saddened to inform you that our cameraman Barry has died. If you are just tuning in now, I'm glad you didn't have to watch the previous programming. The news station cut to that one sad Sarah McLachlan song and a shitty JPEG picture of cameraman Barry, with white text beneath reading, Cameraman Barry. Lived, loved, camera'd. Episode 8 to episode 8. We will miss you, brother.
Always in our hearts.
Right? Always. Fucking rest in peace, man. Barry left midway through that whole paragraph, so we will meet up with him near the closing points of the battle. All 5 clones were pretty battered. They stood in the middle of town on Main Street with Barry and his pet Z in her Carnage armor. Oh, what's Carnage armor? Only the most badass armor made from the most badass and rarest element in all of Bunbanger. Yeah, told you gold sucks ass. So now we have an albino panther with the dark ruby red Carnage armor wearing his... Yeah!
I'm in.
Right? It's fucking pretty cool, right? The 2 teams raced toward one another. Barry with his bow and arrow shot out the obviously main clone's left eye, and Z ripped off a clone's arm clean off. Little did everyone know that Demonia was watching the entire battle with her evil crystal ball. Not again, Barry! She shouted from the top of her lungs. You won't win today! She picked up her scythe, pointed at the crystal ball, and said the magic words. This next scene is nothing like Power Rangers! The magic beam transfixed on every clone. The clone began to grow and transmogrify, together forming a monstrous blue blob. The blue blob sucked up everything in its path. Just like Kadmater Damacy, Barry and Z had no other choice but to finish this story. Barry tapped into Z's mind and they both knew what to do. Z shed her Carnage armor and Barry fashioned a metal fishbowl-like contraption and wore it like a helmet. He ran into the blob. Barry swam and swam up the blob's gelatinous fibers, evading every bit of debris that the monster picked up. As he went further, his clothes and helmet began to erode away. The stench was overwhelming. and then Barry lost consciousness. To be continued.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that was awesome.
Thanks, man. That's all I gotta say to that. Thanks, man.
The only thing I'm wondering, just for historical purposes, what channel was that news report on?
7.
Okay, I'm gonna go browse your archives for a bit. I'll be back.
Alright, cool. See you in the future.
Sounds like a plan. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me, Barry.
No more. Previously on Cyborgs and Dragons.
Ooh.
I'm just the narrator, not some space-time traveler who can go to the other side of a black hole.
Yeah.
This episode's called The Biggest Load. The narrator formed a plan, all the way back at the end of episode 2. All I have to do is enroll in the Correspondence School of Evil, get my degree in my spare time between narrating episodes, and then dive headfirst into that fucking black hole. However, it took him longer than expected. Let's see, I can get my degree for space-time travel in 9 weeks, and that'll put me in for episode 7, but... Oh, what's this? Big Rig Space Trucker? In only 2 weeks? I should probably sign up for both of those, just in case. And so he did, earning 2 diplomas in a short amount of time, and finding a job at the Deep Purple Space Truckin' Company. You may not be familiar with them, but they had a lot of luck on Venus, and always had a ball on Mars. The narrator didn't realize how time-consuming this new job would be.
What?
I'm not sure where I'm gonna find the time to do my narrating gig. He thought to himself as he looked at his busy schedule. The only option would be for me to clone myself. And that's exactly what I did. Hey, thanks for filling in for me there. I really appreciate it. Consider yourself most welcome. Ta! And so, the reserved narrator went back into the closet where he lives, living off buckets of snailian slime, waiting for the next time his services would be needed.
Was slime one of our prompts?
No, but it probably should be sometime.
Sometime in the future, gonna be slime, and I'm hijacking your segment.
In an attempt to keep things somewhat organized, I kept the narrating moniker, while my new clone took the role of the trucker. He was a no-nonsense, drive straight until you get to your destination kind of guy. And he was dead sexy.
Ooh.
Oh, well, sure, I might be a little biased, but I'd fuck me. I mean, have you ever seen how much clone porn pays? Makes those skeleton handjob paychecks seem like peanuts, which, oddly enough, is the preferred method of payment for all participants of squirrel insertion porn. Hey, it's the future. We've upgraded from gerbils. The trucker's first mission was to transport a large quantity of golden shower heads through the black hole mentioned earlier. Prior to becoming a big rig badass with a winning smile, he had no idea that black holes are a fairly common method of interstellar travel. He just thought they were like dumping grounds for space trash or something. So he started up his truck, which was custom painted to look like Optimus Prime from the original Transformers cartoon, and put on his favorite new album for some driving music. It was called Songs for Haulin' Stuff by the hottest space country band, Uncle Daddy and the Cousins.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He cranked it up and began to sing along to their hit single, Tuggin' on a Loaded Gun. And it went something like this. If you wanna fuck, get up in my truck. I'll let you ride the stick, right up till you're sick. I keep my truck pristine, so now you're gonna clean the vomit off the seat with one hand on my meat. If you're tugging on my loaded gun, watch out 'cause the safety's off. You might think it's games and fun, but watch out if I cough.
Dude, that's gonna be stuck in my head for the next month.
Awesome.
That was so fucking catchy and good.
As he sang and drove, I sat in my narrator's booth, wondering how my clone could so quickly devolve into enjoying such terrible music. However, if you're also a fan, I won't judge you. In fact, I'll do you a solid and let you know that you can buy the album from the official Cyborgs and Dragons online store in like 1,500 years. Until then, feel free to peruse and purchase all of our pins, dragon-shaped dildos made out of jagged rocks, and life-size blow-up dolls of Dr. Taco Beans and Professor Blockbuster.
That's just gonna break the internet, man.
It might. The trucker was so caught up in his sing-along that he failed to notice the spaceship that was trailing behind him, quickly getting closer to the big rig. It was a large, wooden ship, pieced together in the shape of a boat with a big flag that had a skull and crossbones. Space pirates! A trucker's worst nightmare. They pulled up right beside the truck and shot cables at it, preventing its escape. Then they shimmied along the cables and made their way to the cab of the truck, which, fortunately for the pirates, wasn't locked. They quickly put a cloth sack over the trucker's head, tied him up, and took him back to the space pirate's ship. "Where am I?" the trucker said as he was tossed to the floor. I almost forgot that that's basically me, so I don't have to do a different voice for that. I was like, oh shit, what's his voice? Oh yeah, it's me.
So meta, it broke your brain.
A little bit. "Where am I?" the trucker said as he was tossed to the floor. "In good company," the captain of the pirates replied in a very familiar voice. The captain was dressed in typical pirate captain gear, like a big foppish hat, a nice long coat, and a laser gun on his hip in the shape of an old flintlock pistol. He walked toward the trucker, lifting him into a sitting position. When he pulled the cloth sack off, the trucker was astounded to see his own face staring back at him. To be continued.
Damn. That was a good cliffhanger. Ironically, nobody's hanging from a cliff.
Yeah, not too many cliffs in space.
Bumper sticker coming to the big cartel. Hello, class!
It's that time again.
It is that time again. Bitches! I was gonna say the N-word for some reason, but my brain was like, don't!
You could have just bleeped it out or something.
And that's just lying to the audience, though, man.
Is Dr. Taco Beans racist?
Oh yeah, it is kind of a character, isn't it? Yes, Dr. Taco Beans is racist. But he's only space racist.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of different races.
I know, right? So my name is Dr. Taco Beans, man.
And I'm Professor Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's lesson is, the power of to be continued.
This is a thing we use often is because we have 2 pages to work with. So when you want a full story out, you need to go to be continued. And it's nice for a podcast setting because hopefully you guys come back.
Yeah, and I mean, the way I think about it is, like, with us doing, all these episodes and continuing to probably do, like, 600 more, I'd imagine.
Oh, totally.
We're doing a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking write Lord of the Rings out in, 2 weeks and go, I've got the best story ever. It's called Lord of the Rings. You might have heard of it.
Just like Space Jam.
Now that I think about it, Lord of the Rings is just like Space Jam.
Yep.
You just replace the ring with the ball, same thing. Same movie. That's why Space Jam's the best.
Exactly. Just replace the hobbits with black people, you're good. Danny DeVito's still on, so done. We just connected the links for your entertainment, for your convenience. But yeah, dude, to be continued though. I really do like it, even like because my girlfriend, we watch like a lot of TV, and every time a movie fucking ends on a fucking open ending, she goes, "What the fuck?" She hates open endings, but I love them because like even if I were to like not continue that story, it still like goes on in like the viewer's mind or whatever, the listener's mind in this case, because there's just so much options. That's why I love writing stories, because there's just so much options, man. Literally anything can happen, and it's the power of to be continued.
Yeah, and I mean with a show like this, it's to be continued, but who knows when.
Yep.
That's the best part about it, is like if there's like demand, I'll write some other stories about specific things sooner, but, I had no idea I was gonna write about, clones of me from fucking episode 2.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was just okay, well, I had a story kind of going there, and I kind of want to go to that black hole, which is still a mystery. Yeah. I mean, truckers go through it, but who knows what's on the other side? What happened to Steven?
I know, I've been waiting for you to bring back Steven, dude.
Oh, he'll be back one day.
Nice. But yeah, I think we hit the nail on the head. We finished this lesson pretty early on this one, I think.
Yep. So, everybody can go out and play in the sunshine for the rest of class. Class dismissed.
I just remember like one time, fucking in Spanish class, it was like right next to the one of the fucking the escape doors. Not really escape doors. That sounds rapey.
Did you escape?
No, it was like the fire doors. She would like unlock the fucking the siren or the fuck, so we can like have class outside.
Nice.
That was cool. Yep, it was pretty cool. She was cool. Yep, that's my story. We went outside for class sometimes. This is the point where you fill in the blanks. I'm talking to Troy, not the listener, Troy. Just let him ramble now.
Me filling in the blanks is just like, I don't know, you guys all running down to like a marshy bank or something and picking cattails to beat each other with.
No, it's Nebraska, dude. We don't have cattails.
I don't know. I live in Canada. I barely even got your fucking temperature reference.
Oh yeah, holy shit. Damn. That's true.
I was just like, oh, okay, I know, I just gotta convert, and, oh yeah, that's pretty chilly.
What is that then? Because I really don't know in Celsius.
It was what, like 34? What did you say it was before?
65 degrees, yeah.
60, oh shit, that goes like, I don't know. Don't I have a thermal? Oh, look at that shit!
Nice. We come prepared. Fucking thermometers and shit.
Alright. So it's like 65 degrees would be like 16.
Nice.
So in your temperature, that's fucking cold.
Yeah.
be all like 16 degrees. People can't live in that shit.
Dude, I know. It fucking sucks when it does drop down to 16 degrees. Or it's like negative fucking bullshit. God damn, that fucking sucks. Also, ask you this question. It says, since you are a Canadian, what, like, when you were growing up, what was the go-to cool things? Because, like, you had Pogs and shit, but, like, there was, like, specific Canada cool things that we'd never even heard about?
Except for, like, music in the 90s, probably not.
Ooh, like what? Like,
there was a pretty, like, good, like, alternative 90s scene here after, like, I don't even know what you guys fucking listened to after grunge died.
listen to boy bands, dude, and Spice Girls.
Yeah, we had, it was almost like grunge light.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, I'll have to dig up some bands and find them for you and send you some links and whatnot. But, that's probably a topic for a whole other podcast.
Probably. So, guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Cyborgs and Dragons. As we mentioned, like, multiple times throughout this episode, you can support us by sending us money by buying fucking merch. Merchandise. We have one thing, it's a button. It's a 1.5 inches of circular coolness.
And it's not made of birch.
It's not made of birch, no. Or Simon Birch. That would be gross.
So, what do we got for prompts next time, Damon?
Let me pull up Twitter so I can get their handles. Because, I mean, Red Rich, man, he's fucking just giving us everything. He's just making the show for us now.
Yep. He's the brains of it all now, as far as I'm concerned.
Fuck yeah, man.
I'm just like, fuck, I don't have to think about prompts at all. He's got us covered.
Right? Fucking Red Rich gave us the prompt of divorce, and then Thomas Fireheart from Twitter gave us a synopsis of a story. But dude, this is what he sent us. A one-legged hooker saves the day at a local bar / pub / etc. So we're gonna do the prompt of bar / tavern. That's what we're gonna do. So thank you, Thomas Fireheart, for the suggestion, and we're gonna take part of it, and then maybe some other time we'll do hookers, because that's gonna be a fun
Are we
episode.
getting drunk next time?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Fuck yeah, guys. Next episode is a drunk episode, because we just figured that out just now. But yeah, if you want to support us in other ways, follow us on Twitter at CND_podcast. There's a Facebook at CND podcast, no underscore. And fucking give us an iTunes review, man. 5 stars would be great. You can do whatever you want, though. It helps a lot. And then it gives more people, because more reviews equals more sharing things. So that'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Thumbs up. It was off screen, I think. I don't think you saw me.
I saw it.
Okay, cool.
I don't think they did, though.
No. They did it with their mind eye, their mind movies. Also, if nobody knows, like, he's laughing because Troy's the silent laugher, so every time there's like silence and I'm laughing, that means he's laughing as well.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get me with the really big laughter, so.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny because like I'm listening to an episode, like as I'm editing, I'm like, wow, I'm laughing a lot, and then because I remember you laughing like throughout the whole thing, but then like there's nothing on the audio. It was like, damn.
It's the Mandela effect.
Okay.
We'll see you next time, everybody. Fuck. If you wanna fuck, get up in my truck. I'll let you ride the stick right up till you're sick. I keep my truck pristine, so now you're gonna clean the vomit off the seat with one hand on my meat. If you're tugging on my loaded gun, watch out 'cause the safety's off. You might think it's games and fun, but watch out if I call.
And that's cndpodcast.bigcartel.com.